Will my head explode if I smoke a cigarette while wearing the nicotine patch? If you smoke a cigarette while wearing the patch, it's not the end of the world. You won't have a heart attack. Your head won't explode. It's a myth that you'll die if you smoke while using the patch. Yes, there's some negative outlier experiences. There always is. But most people can handle smoking while using nicotine replacement therapy products. And you certainly won't receive any finger-wagging or scare tactics from me if you smoke a cigarette while wearing the nicotine patch. You're not gonna die. Here's the facts. Highly addicted tobacco users can handle more nicotine than one patch can deliver. A big reason why you may experience strong cravings to smoke on the nicotine patch is that the highest dosage patch is simply not strong enough. The strongest patch currently available in the US market has 21 milligrams of nicotine. They don't make patches bigger than that, at least not in the US market. One 21 milligram patch is not enough nicotine for heavy or dual tobacco users. Heavier tobacco users need more nicotine than one 21 milligram patch will deliver. A smoker consumes approximately 1 to 2 milligrams of nicotine per cigarette they smoke. If your starting point is 30 cigarettes per day, for example, and you're wearing the 21 milligram patch, the patch won't give you enough nicotine to cover how much you were receiving as a full-time smoker. Here's another example. If you smoke 15 cigarettes per day and also use an electronic cigarette that contains nicotine, or maybe you chew tobacco, the 21 milligram patch also won't cover all the cravings you'll experience when you quit. You'll still have strong nicotine cravings and withdrawals at the same time that you're using the 21 milligram patch. Here's more facts. You can use the nicotine patch to help you cut down. If you're not able to quit smoking completely when you start the patch, then don't. If you are at 30 cigarettes per day, for example, and manage to cut down to 10 cigarettes per day while wearing the patch, you made a huge improvement. You're winning. Keep up the good work on your reduction. Be proud of your progress and keep moving forward. Develop strategies that'll help you reduce to 9 cigarettes per day, and then cut down to 8, and then to 7, and so on and so forth. Gradually cut down, leading to a target quit date where the goal is to get to 0. The goal of using the nicotine patch, of course, is to help you not simply cut down. The goal is to help you quit. Even when you wear the nicotine patch, slips are gonna happen. Regardless of how many cigarettes you smoke per day, you'll still experience urges, thoughts, desires, and cravings to smoke while you wear the patch. Slips are a normal part of the quitting process. If you slip up and have a cigarette while you're working to quit, don't beat yourself up. Don't get discouraged and throw in the towel. And don't take the patch off to smoke. Simply keep the patch on, smoke your cigarette, and move forward with your quit. I get this question often. Is nicotine overdose a real thing? Yes, nicotine overdose can happen. If you get too much nicotine, you'll know. Your body will let you know loud and clear if it receives too much. Now, if you didn't cut down and still smoke the same amount of cigarettes you did prior to starting the nicotine patch, that can be an issue. For example, if you're smoking 20 cigarettes per day and then start on the 21 milligram patch, it's not a good idea to still smoke 20 cigarettes per day. That wouldn't be smart. That also can lead to nicotine overdose, which is an unpleasant experience. Symptoms of nicotine overdose include heart palpitations, rapid heart rate, elevated blood pressure, dizziness, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, etc. No fun. If you experience any of these symptoms, get in touch with a medical professional as soon as possible. If your body can't handle that much nicotine, you'll want to put out the cigarette and take off the patch. Get some medical help if the symptoms are serious. Nicotine overdose isn't common, but can happen if you don't make a significant reduction in your smoking or tobacco use when you start the patch. The Food and Drug Administration's position on smoking while using nicotine replacement products has changed over time. When NRT, nicotine replacement therapy, products were first introduced, the message from the Food and Drug Administration was that it's not safe to smoke while using the products. Their message was that you shouldn't use tobacco at the same time you use any of these NRT products. The labels on NRT products stated, "Stop smoking completely when you begin using the NRT product." There simply wasn't enough research at the time to advise otherwise. The Food and Drug Administration's stance on this topic shifted around 2013 and is now more nuanced. Here's the current position from the Food and Drug Administration. It is optimal to begin using the NRT, nicotine replacement therapy, products on the day you stop using tobacco. However, it is not essential to stop using tobacco products when you begin NRT products, if you are not able to stop using tobacco at that time. The labels on boxes of nicotine replacement products have changed. Studies that influenced this change demonstrated to the Food and Drug Administration that there's minimal amount of harm involved in smoking while using NRT products. Researchers and public health stakeholders were concerned that the previous labeling that warned people not to smoke while using NRT products would discourage quitters from trying again if they slipped up or relapsed. The new research led to a modification in the labeling on NRT boxes. In other words, on your quit date, when you start using the nicotine patch, it's ideal that you quit smoking and using tobacco products. However, it's not mandatory to quit tobacco completely. It's fine to use the nicotine replacement products to help you cut down your tobacco use. There's no significant safety concerns if you smoke while using the nicotine patch. If you take a drag off a cigarette while wearing the patch, you can count on your head staying intact. It's not going to explode. If you experience intense cravings to smoke while wearing the patch, consider combination therapy. The purpose of using nicotine replacement products is to help you quit. Cutting down is helpful and important, but the goal is to get your tobacco usage down to zero. If you're wearing the nicotine patch and experience unrelenting cravings and withdrawal symptoms, you might want to consider combination therapy. Combination therapy is another Food and Drug Administration approved tobacco cessation method. Combination therapy is when you use two different forms of quit smoking medications at the same time. The most common form of combination therapy, where studies have demonstrated great results, is when you wear the nicotine patch and supplement it with the occasional piece of nicotine gum or the nicotine lozenge. You would wear the patch and then use the nicotine gum or the nicotine lozenge sparingly as needed. You would just use it when cravings arise. So you wouldn't use the nicotine gum or the nicotine lozenge on a fixed schedule, just as you need it. If you're highly addicted and struggling to quit completely, combination therapy is an approach you should consider. Let's do a recap. It's okay to smoke while wearing the nicotine patch. Your head will not blow up. Your heart won't explode out of your chest. Just be careful and smart about your quit smoking plan. Make sure your doctor is aware about what quit smoking medications you plan to use. If you smoke while using the nicotine replacement product and you feel nausea, rapid heart rate, or any unpleasant side effects that has you concerned, keep your doctor informed about what's going on. Your doctor knows your medical history much better than I do and will be able to give you the proper guidance. Questions for you. What's been your experience with smoking while wearing the nicotine patch? Are you still vertical? Did your brain explode? Did you survive to share your story? In all seriousness, please share your experience in the comments section below. I'd love to hear from you.